Hello! Hello and welcome to the third part of Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I will say right now I probably look and sound a hell of a lot better than I did on Monday, and that is because I'm pretty much about 80 to 90% over the cold I had, so that's a good thing. Let's see here really quick before I switch everything over here. I just want to make sure that all the audio here is looking pretty good. I'm going to actually turn the sound volume up just a tad, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. Give me a moment here. I'm going to switch this over. Alright, let's take a look, and I put the controller out. Here it is. We're going to continue with Castlevania. Actually, I just realized something. I got to close the disc tray. Wow. Look at me really doing a good job here. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump in to some more Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Alright, let's see here. Let's continue. See where I left off. So I will admit, I was pretty out of it on Monday. I'm feeling much better now. So, much better than than with that shitty cold. So, we'll probably be streaming tonight till about 10-ish, I would say. But the good news is I'm actually looking at doing a longer stream Sunday night for the channel. Rather than doing the stream on Monday, I'm thinking about doing a longer stream on Sunday. kind of hoping that that will be... Wow, this guy's really kicking my ass all of a sudden. Kind of hoping that that'll be like the last stream for Castlevania here. And then we'll see what I move on to next. I have some ideas. I know a couple times I've said Luigi's Mansion, but I might do something else first. I've actually, if you guys have watched my most recent video that I just put up on the channel, yesterday, I believe, I had to capture some footage for that, and that was the first time I've loaded up Condemned Criminal Origins on the Xbox One X. I've not loaded that version of the game up. I actually thought that that game ran really well considering it was a 360 launch game. I thought it was looking really sharp for what it is, and there is a very, very high possibility that that's the next game I play. I really had a fantastic time. I sat down to capture about, I'd say 5 minutes of footage, and I ended up capturing like 45 minutes of footage. So it was quite a bit of footage that I captured for something that I needed maybe 30 seconds of. Thus is how things usually go, though. But I had an absolute blast playing it, and I was like, no, I probably really should play this. So we'll see. Right now the plan is to do that. I actually, and this is hearsay, you know, this is probably something's gonna have to get cut from HorrorFest this year, and I haven't decided yet if it's gonna be a Symphony of the Night run, or what I might do is I might stream like me playing that PS4 version of it for a night, but I'm not going to do a full playthrough because I did a full playthrough on the channel last year. So I really don't feel like I need another full playthrough of that on the channel. But I kind of want to dig around with that PS4 version, see how it's looking and everything. I read somewhere that they replaced the voice acting, which seems ridiculous in 2018, like of all things, replacing the purposely horrible and bad voice acting of Symphony of the Night. I have not heard anything, I have not seen anything yet, but I'm very anxious to see like how that turns out. We'll see. So, but more than likely what I'll do is I will probably stream that that night that it comes out, and we'll see, you know, kind of my thoughts on it and everything, but I'm not going to do a full playthrough because I did a full playthrough of Symphony of the Night last year. Resident Evil, obviously, I'm kind of on the fence doing right now too, because the more I thought about it today, I thought, like, you know, the thing about it is I have archives of games, you know, on here that I've played and stuff for the channel last year, which I did Resident Evil last year, I did Symphony of the Night last year, so I kind of want to steer away from games that I've already played. So Condemned Criminal Origins, though, like, I really, really want to play through that game again. I had a blast, so capturing that footage. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet if that's going to be the next game or if I'm going to jump into Luigi's Mansion first. I don't know yet. I don't know. We got some time. I will also have another new video early next week on the channel. So I did my top 5 scary games, top 5 favorite scary games on the channel. Obviously, you guys can go check that out, watch that video. The other video I did is kind of a companion piece to it. Is top 5 movies that have scared me. Like I think I'm calling the video top 5 actual scary movies. Movies that scared me, and I don't scare very easy at all when it comes to movies. Games much more than movies. Like movies, I'm so calloused at this point in horror movies. So, but at that point, that video should be out early next week, and then I will have some other video content coming up for the channel as well. I also have to sit down, and I think I said this on Monday's stream, but I have to sit down and compile my thoughts for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I just haven't done that yet. and go through the insane amount of footage that I captured. I think I was calculating it up yesterday, and I think I captured about 6 hours of footage while I was playing through that game. A lot of footage. Definitely won't use all that, but yeah, so looking forward to having that done pretty soon too here. I can't remember if I went in this room or not, so let's take a look. I have been in this room. Let's go back to it. Boy, the flea men are kind of a awful thing to face in this game. Oh man, like, boy, they didn't beat around the bush on that. That was a straight up milk carton. Wow, seems really out of place for a Castlevania game. like that was a straight up milk carton. Wow, this thing's learning new skills right and left here too. Oh, shit. Let's take a look here at this. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, right now, right now his plan is we'll be playing until 10-ish tonight, and then I'll be doing a longer stream Sunday night. I'm going to try and start the stream around 7 Central Time. I'm going to try and finish this game on Sunday, because I highly doubt I'll finish it tonight, but I want to be done so we can move on to the next thing here. And I probably already would have been done if I didn't get sick, so... Boy, that looks kind of glitchy. Let's see here. So we want to go, I guess, down there. Well, wait a minute. We've already been that way. Nah, let's go this way. Let's just see what happens. See what happens. Never know. Oof. I'm pretty sure this is how we came. Yeah, this is how we came in. Because we already walked through that, and then that's just going to lead me back to the other area. So there's that, which just leads to that door. Trying to figure out where next we actually go. Let's go back in. The only thing that sucks about streaming Condemned, and I think I've mentioned this before, is I have it on PC. I don't want to play the PC version because there's no native controller support. And I know I can download one of those apps and add it in, and like that never works the way like that Mass Effect run that I'm doing. Like it works okay for that, but I think that was specifically designed for that game, so. Because I want to say, like, the controller support was hidden in the source code of that game, but I don't really feel like using one of those, like, XMAP or whatever that shit's called for the PC version of that game, so I want to do it on the Xbox, which is what I'll do. The only thing that sucks about that is I have to hook it up through my Xbox One X, and the Elgato I have is 1080p, so that just presents some issues, but... issues I can withstand here. It's just I get it. Like it's going through a pass through that's 1080p, but Not that and I can kind of justify for that game because it's not a 4K game, so. But, yeah, I'm really thinking that's going to be the next playthrough here for HorrorFest. I'm thinking Condemned. I really haven't. After going back and capturing that footage, I have like an insane itch to play that game again. I think that was everything in there? Yeah, okay. Let's go this way. We're going. Okay, I was gonna say we're going the right way. I want to see. There's nothing back here but this? I guess. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we explored that. We've been through there. I don't think we ever checked out what's over in this, like, end. I can't imagine there's anything important. So it's either over here, where that little door is, or it's up there. This is where we have to go. We'll check that out. Oh, shit. So, someone had asked me earlier if I was going to be covering Black Ops 4 because that came out today. I'm not. I'm not picking that game up. I'm not playing it. I think I've mentioned before. Like, I do not like the fact that they cut the campaign out. As someone who's always enjoyed a good Call of Duty campaign, as someone who's played Call of Duty pretty much every year for its campaign, with the exception of World at War. That was the only... actually, no, I did play... Now I think about it, I did play Ghost, but I played Ghost way after. But yeah, with the exception of World at War, I've played every Call of Duty campaign. World at War, for whatever, I just never played it. And I am the weird person that primarily buys Call of Duty for multiplayer, or for campaign. I don't buy it for multiplayer. I don't care about multiplayer. So for me personally, it just doesn't, like, I'm not interested. It doesn't make it makes no sense for me to pay money for that game. I see the stream's lagging a little bit here. Let's kind of give it a second here. I'm not interested. Like, I think the only thing I find interesting about this year's Call of Duty is I think that the idea of a big budget studio making a battle royale mode, you know, like taking what PUBG and Fortnite has done. And I know people are going to argue, well, Epic's a big game studio. Well, yeah, but putting it into a big, you know, studio, you know, developed game like Call of Duty, like a big franchise like that, it's definitely going to be very interesting to see what they do. I'm very interested to see what they do with it, but I'm not interested enough that I would spend money. I guess would be the easiest way for me to say it. And I see the stream's really struggling here. I don't know why I reset everything before I started. I really, really hate the internet sometimes. And it's probably a Comcast issue because Comcast sucks. Like they, you know, and I say this, but the thing about it is Comcast is the only really good internet in the area that I live in. There are other options, but nobody has better internet than Comcast. But they constantly will throttle your connection and do all sorts of just garbage things. I'm sure that's part of the problem right now. In a minute here, I'm starting to get really frustrated to the point where I might have to, I really hate to, I really hate to restart streams. I really hate to, but I might have to if it doesn't smooth itself out. Looks like it might be. We're close to this door. What's dumb too is like when I started, everything was fine. It's like I got into the game, and it's like nope, your connection sucks now. Like I don't know. I've gone through testing different bit rates out and changing everything in OBS, and like it sucks. Like for whatever reason, it's just struggle city sometimes. That was it. Wow, that was all that was over here. I guess we travel up because there's like, what else is there down here? But yeah, Call of Duty, like and the thing about it too is like I've played less and less and less Call of Duty multiplayer as the years have gone on. Like before, I would say like I think the last Call of Duty I like really invested myself into the multiplayer like a lot was the original Black Ops. Black Ops 2 a little bit. Like I said, I played Ghost after the fact. That year I skipped it and I tried Battlefield instead. I did not like Battlefield. I don't have anything against Battlefield. You know, people that like Battlefield, like I get it, but I just personally I think Call of Duty between the two, like Call of Duty is always a tighter experience, but I also think there's just too much going on in a Battlefield game to keep my attention. So but yeah, so after that it's just I've just been playing Call of Duties for the campaign, and I might load up the multiplayer and try it out, but that's about it. In fact, I think last year I briefly tried the multiplayer and was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I see the stream's really struggling here at times. What the shit? Might be ironing itself out here in a moment. As I die here. Alright, let's see. But yeah, and then like, what was it? Last year was World at War, Last year was World War II. I thought that was an alright game. I think I gave that pretty high marks. Their campaign was really good. I really enjoyed my time with that campaign. Maybe played 2 matches of multiplayer and said I'm good. Zombie mode was okay. And that's the other thing. Like, I'm not a big zombie guy for Call of Duty. Like, I thought it was initially cool when they first did it, but the thing about Call of Duty's zombie mode that I've always said is I've always thought Call of Duty zombie mode is almost too hardcore. And I know that will upset people when they say, "Oh, well, you know, it's supposed to be hardcore," and Like, I don't know, like, I want to have fun with it, and like my problem with zombie mode always just feels like a chore of like, wow, you worked really hard to get so far and now you have to start over. And I never, excuse me, and I couldn't never get into that aspect of it. With that being said, I really enjoyed the oh, what was it? Not was it Infinite Warfare had the zombies in Spaceland, I think so. I thought that map was pretty cool. I tried the other ones that came out in that one. I thought those were cool, but not enough for me to like really keep coming back. Thing about it too is like at the time that Infinite Warfare and I think it was Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, those all came out at the time I was working at GameStop, and I got those for free. I didn't pay for those. So that was the other thing too. I think last year World at War was, or I keep calling it World War. World War II was the first Call of Duty I've purchased with my own money in a while. Since I think probably Black Ops 2. And so I got those games for free, and when I worked at GameStop, they would always give you the like season pass version of it, so you got everything. So, and even then, like even still getting those games for free, I think I really enjoyed Advanced Warfare. I thought their campaign was great. I actually, now that I think about it, I liked the multiplayer of that game because it was very much you know, kind of Titanfall-like with the movement and everything. And then Black Ops 3, I didn't care for it at all. I thought the campaign was bad. I think I didn't even finish the campaign. Like, I thought it was bad. And then Infinite Warfare's campaign I thought was pretty solid. But the problem was that, you know, the internet did not like that game because it was space. So, and I actually thought that that game had some like really, really solid ideas with like some of the mission structure and stuff. And then they had to double down on that World War II, so. And again, World War II, not a bad game. I enjoyed it, but yeah, I go to Call of Duty for campaign, not multiplayer. Like I just, so when you put out a Call of Duty that's multiplayer only, you know, be it multiplayer and zombies, my interest level's very, very low. So, okay, like in 2018, I don't feel like spending $60 on a multiplayer only game. So. So, the answer to that question is no, I'm not covering Black Ops 4. And I hope that they make a game with a campaign next year. I think they already came out and said they were. A lot of that, too, this year was the decision where they decided, hey, we need to have this game out before Red Dead, because every publisher is scared of Red Dead. So, hence why Call of Duty's out a month earlier this year. And I think that factored into it as well. Of like, I think it was a two-way thing where like, one, hey, we need to get this game out before Red Dead. Two, hey, is this a year that we test the idea of making a Call of Duty without a campaign? Because I think statistically, you know, they've said like only like 5% or something like that. It's an astronomically low number of people that purchase Call of Duty play through the campaign, and I'm a part of that very low percentage. So, but yeah, no, I'm not interested. I don't necessarily think it'll be a bad game, though. I'm sure it's fine. If you're someone that's really, really into Call of Duty multiplayer, I'm sure you'll have a good time with it. But my next games obviously are Soul Calibur. I'm not going to do reviews Soul Calibur, but I'm going to play it, and Red Dead Redemption. So. And then actually today or yesterday or today, I can't remember. Days blurs into one. I actually bought a copy of Sonic Forces for the Xbox. So I actually I've wanted to play it for a while and just see for myself. but I just haven't had a chance. And part of it too is I was waiting for it to be at least $20. Finally hit that $20 price point, and I looked at it and said I can do that. So at some point I'm gonna look at that. I'm in the process personally right now of playing through Prey. I'm probably not going to do anything with it because I think it's too late, but I will say I really enjoyed my time with that game. It's really, what I've played of it is really, really good. Shit. Might as well save it here. Hopefully we're going in the right place here. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my time with Prey thus far. I think it's a really cool game. I also just bought today excuse me. Amazon is running a really damn good sale on micro SD cards that you can use on your phone if you have an Android phone or the Switch. And I've been running on a 32 gigabyte card for my Switch for a long time, and I've known I've had to upgrade for a while. I've just been putting it off until there was a decent sale, and I was able to snag a pretty good deal on a 128 gigabyte card. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So it'll be nice to have start, because I've actually run up to the limit on my Switch with the no man could force this open. That means we're gonna have to look at a guide real quick here. Alright, let's look here. The Temple, Trevor Belmont. Oh, apparently I was supposed to go all the way back. And okay, I'm supposed to. that would explain why I can't open this door. That's not very well defined. Like, how would I have known this back in the day? That's what I always like about playing some of these older games. Is like, how would I know? Like, how would I have known this back in the day? Like, hey, you're supposed to warp back here and do this and do that. Yeah, I would never have known that. Magical ticket. I don't think I need to buy anything from her, but so I'm supposed to go back here and use this forced door open thing on. Oh, okay. Let's save it really quick, and then yeah, we will. I was actually thinking about, and I don't think I'm going to do it, but I'm a massive Resident Evil fan, as you guys know. Resident Evil, the remake is my favorite game of all time. That being said, I have not played through Resident Evil 2, the PS1, original, in probably over 10 years. No, I feel like we'll say 8 to 10 years. Like, it's been a long time. And I was thinking about it. Like, I have a what's that thing called? I always forget. I have the gotta switch him out. I have the Vita TV thing, and obviously that game on a memory card. So I've thought about it. How do you use this though? Like, brute force, do it. How do I tell him, like, hey? Yeah, but like, how do I go? Like, hey, use this. Wonder. It's neither of those. Okay. It's like, well, if I mash enough buttons soon enough, I'll figure it out. Okay. Apparently, I'm supposed to go over here to the aqueduct. Ooh, a cutscene. I thought about that. I thought about hooking up my PS Vita TV thing and doing a stream of that through here. I haven't decided yet. That's another possibility, because again, I don't want to do the same games I did last year, and the more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, I don't know if I want to do Resident Evil, and I did say, you know, everything in HorrorFest is subject to change, so... Or if anything, I might close out HorrorFest with a stream of Resident Evil on Halloween. So that's the other thing I've been toying with, the idea of not archiving it and just saying, hey.
You again. Was expecting someone else. What didn't you? And why should I answer to you? Perhaps you'll accept my advice then. It would do well to avoid him. Not be drawn in.
Wow. That's shocking. Apparently... Wow. Apparently Netflix canceled Iron Fist. Like, just straight up. Well, that means there'll never be a Defenders Season 2, but we kind of already knew that. But, like, yeah, wow. Okay. I never watched Iron Fist 1, Season 1, because I heard nothing but horrible things about it. And, so... You know, by default, if I didn't watch Season 1, why would I watch Season 2? But yeah, wow, that's, I bet you anything, it had really, really low, like, engagement and, like, low numbers for people watching it, and they said, yeah, we don't need to do this. And that's fine, because the money spent there, you know, can be spent on something else. So, even though I know people are, well, Netflix has a lot of money. They sure do, but... That's really surprising, though. Like, yeah, I mean, and the thing about it is, like, Netflix does cancel shows. It's not like shows on Netflix are immune to being canceled, but... It's still kind of surprising, you know, when it does happen. So, I am surprised for sure. Oh. Okay. That looks so much like the way I came in. That confused me for a second. You know, like, the thing I'll say about this game is, like, it seems cool, but it has such a, like, almost Dynasty Warriors vibe to me. Like, that I just, I don't know. I think it's an alright game. I have played worse Castlevania games than this one. I'll say that. Like, I've played much, much worse Castlevania games than this. What do we have here? Oh, a map to the area. Cool. Oh, wow, that's cool. Interesting. Is there anything else in this room? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. GameStop playing the Holiday Rush. Well, sure, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done a GameStop video in a long time. I haven't been in a GameStop since... Actually, now I think about it, since I bought this blue controller right here for my Xbox, because I wanted that controller really bad, and shockingly, I did my research, they were the place that had that controller the cheapest. So I went in. I think I traded in my copy of Vampire because I'm never gonna play that game again. And I don't really trade games in anymore. But that one I looked at, I was like, even for collecting purposes right now, I don't need to own this. Like, I just don't care. And picked that up. And that was August, maybe in August, September. August? I want to say August. So it's been a couple months since I've been in GameStop. I haven't bothered. They just don't, like, there's no reason. Like, I still use my Best Buy thing until the inevitable day, I think, and I think it'll come after the holidays, but I think in January they're just going to say, hey, you know what? This card that you had, it's over. Like, I would be really surprised if I can ride out the rest of my club card until mine's good through next September. I'd be really surprised if I ride that thing out till then. I really do think they're going to be like, nah, it's over. We'll see. But I've been doing a combination of that, and then I had some stuff throughout the rest of the year that I had reserved. Wow, I got cursed up hard here. I think we have that uncursed thing here, so... But I had a combination of, like, I went and I reserved some stuff at Best Buy because I have that card and it's still working, and I reserved stuff through Amazon that was still Prime eligible before they shut that off. So, like, I'm pretty much good through the rest of the year. I don't really need to think about things until we get to next year and shit. Like, I was actually talking with some friends at work today of, like, what do I do about Resident Evil 2? Because obviously, being the massive Resident Evil fan I am. Oh wow! Ooh, the Juggernaut. That's cool. Obviously, being the huge Resident Evil fan I am, I need to own a physical copy of that game. But I have it reserved right now on Amazon. Before they did the Prime discount thing, they took it away. But also, I want to play that game as soon as possible. Like, I don't want to wait until that Friday. I want to play it, you know, when it's released at like 11 o'clock or whatever. So I'm actually toying with the idea of buying a digital copy, which is very, very not something I do very often with first-run games. I always like to buy everything physical. But what I'm thinking of doing is buying a digital copy, and then down the road, when that game is cheap, which it will be because so many people are going to buy copies of the game, it's going to be flooding the market. I will pick it up a physical copy just to own. So, but again, I haven't decided. It's what I was thinking about today. I'm not buying the collector's edition. I sat on the collector's edition when they were doing reserves and stuff of it. Honestly, the thing that tipped me to not pre-order it was if I were to buy a collector's edition of that, I want a statue of Claire. I've never been a huge Leon guy. Like, he's okay, but he's not my favorite character. I would rather have a statue of Claire, or at the least a statue of both of them. And it's a statue of Leon, and it doesn't really do anything for me. Like, I guess that's cool, but oh shit! I need to figure out, like, am I supposed to? Oh, you know what I bet you do? I bet you anything you use this to hit this one. Yep. Oh no! Oh no! Is there anyone else out here? I guess that doesn't matter. I don't think there's anything... Wow, I can turn this thing all the way around. I don't think there's anything else that matters here. You gonna keep spawning people for me to kill? Okay. You do you, game. Like... Well, and the thing too is like then came the idea. Well, maybe I should reserve it at GameStop because you know I can get it at But the thing about it too is like, as someone who worked at GameStop for 4.5 years, you have to have enough reserves to warrant having a midnight release. And well, yes, I think Resident Evil 2 will be a big enough game to warrant that release. It's not guaranteed, and nothing would piss me off more than going and reserving that game for the sole purpose of, hey, I want to pick this game up and play it as soon as possible, and then find out, oh yeah, sorry, we're not doing that. Have a good one. Like that would piss me off. So but yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing digital and buying a physical copy of it later because I need to play that game as soon as possible. I was watching the Claire footage they put out. That game just, like, again, like, it never ceases to amaze me how incredible that remake of that game looks. Like, it just so insane how, like, it is one of the best looking games I've ever seen. It just looks so good. I cannot wait for that game. It's my most anticipated game right now. Like, I wish it was October. I wish it was this month. I don't, other than if maybe they needed a couple months to kind of finish polishing it up. I don't know why it's January, other than, well, all these other Resident Evil games have come out in January. But yeah, and obviously I'll be doing a full review of that game on the channel, so. I had actually done a most anticipated of fall 2018 video, and I decided to scrap it because I didn't even think about it, but after I filmed it, I realized, like, 2 of the games on this list I've already played. Because one of them was Spider-Man, and one of them was Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I was like, well, if I've already played 2 of these games, and it's a top 5, this seems like a waste of everyone's time. So I ended up scrapping that video. I would have had that out right before HorrorFest, but I thought about it some more and was like, this just doesn't seem like a good idea. So but as far as GameStop planning a holiday rush, sure, I guess. I don't. Okay, that's what I had to do. Sure, I don't. For what? Like, I will tell you, as someone who worked there for 4.5 years, I literally saw Black Friday die. So I went from the first holiday I worked there. I mean, if you want to talk a real Black Friday holiday, I can. So years and years and years and years ago, same GameStop, way back when I was still in college, I had worked at GameStop freshman year of college for seasonal, and same GameStop that I worked at for 4.5 years later, later on, just as seasonal help. That was probably the craziest Black Friday I ever worked at a store. But yeah, just working, and obviously I worked at GameStop from 2013 to 2017. That Black Friday, well, I would say 2013 Black Friday was pretty busy, but every year I saw it slowly die. And for a while, they were really dumb with their Black Friday. They had this idea that we needed to be open from 11 o'clock Thursday night, or actually no, I think it was technically midnight. Employees had to be there at 11, but midnight Thursday, or midnight, technically Friday morning through 10 p.m. And you were open all night. And the thing that was really dumb about it, one of the years I did like the overnight shift, which I'm not an overnight person. I'm a late night person, but I cannot stay up all night. Like, I hit like 2 a.m. and I crash hard. So, but here's one year I did that overnight. And I will say it was a little busy at like midnight, and I'd say from midnight till about 1, and then it just died. And it was the most pointless. Like, I didn't see anyone from 2 till about 6. Like, it was like a good 4 hours of just being paid to just stand there and do nothing. And they realized finally, I think it took them a couple years, but they finally realized, like, hey, this is pointless. And then it became, as I adjust my headset here, then it became, well, you guys should just be open at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something like that. I think it was 5. But I'll say the last year that I worked Black Friday would have been Black Friday 2016. I didn't see anyone in the first hour. There was no one waiting. I rolled up. Me and other manager, we both rolled up. We just stood there. And the funny thing was, at the time, there were 2 GameStops in my town. The one I worked at, and there was another one not very far. And that other GameStop didn't have people in either. And that GameStop's in front of a major, retail entity. I worked at a GameStop that was in a very dead shopping mall area. Strip mall that it was dead. Like, there's nothing there now. And I could go into stories about that, but that last Black Friday, it was sad. And like, I think I worked like 5 to noon or something. I don't know. I went home, obviously, and just went to bed. But like, it was a laughable. The thing that was weird about it too was like, the Saturday after was really busy. I gotta adjust this headset 'cause it's driving me nuts. The Saturday after was like incredibly busy, like incredibly busy. So, I just, it's weird. It's really, really weird. And I see the streams having some struggles again. Like, I don't know what's causing it. I'm trying to figure it out. Hoping to get through this aqueduct area tonight. That's the plan, but I really don't want to end the stream early because of technical difficulties, but I don't understand. It ironed itself out, and then now it's garbage again, and I don't know what to... Man, it really looks bad, too. I don't know. Was I in? Okay, I was not. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I know, like, and the thing too is, like, I know GameStop is struggling right now again, like, harder, because I was told recently, the store in my area that was always the busiest store, always the biggest, the store that had the most going on. Somebody was telling me recently, like, did last week, like, they struggled to get pro cards, like, really, really bad. And it's just like, if that's a thing, man, that's a sign of, like, things are bad. I think my pro card expired, actually. Like, it's been a while. I'm not in any rush to renew that. So. What, these are... Okay, I guess this is how you go up. It's a weird... It's a really weirdly designed game. Like, I said it before, but I really feel like some of the people behind this game are like, we played Dynasty. Cause at this time, it would have been like maybe Dynasty Warriors 1 or 2 at that point. I'm sure they played it and was like, wow, Dynasty Warriors is really cool. Let's turn Castlevania into that. So... Shit. Yeah, if this, I'm gonna give it another couple minutes, but if this thing doesn't iron itself out, I'm gonna have to end the stream early, because I really hate to. I really, really, really hate to, but I'm also not gonna just sit here and watch this buffer and have issues and stuff. So. Oh shit, I didn't know that was going to do that. I guess that's how... Is there anything else in this room though before I just go willy-nilly upstairs? I don't think so. Wait a minute. Is there anything behind this? No, shockingly there is not. Okay. Okay, that seems kind of absurd. Alright, well, we're going to break for a minute here, and I'm going to see if I can't get this stream to iron itself out. So I'm going to take a quick little recess here, and I will be right back. Alright, and we are back, and we're going to see if things have maybe ironed themselves out a little bit here. Let's take a look here. Oh shit, as we're in this room here. Like I said, we'll probably be streaming until about 10 o'clock tonight. And then, like I said, I'm going to be doing a big, longer stream Sunday night to try and finish off this game here so we can move on to the next game. As I've said before, you guys can check out on either the official Facebook page or the Twitter account of Marble Gallery, which there should be a little thing on the thing for you there. To find out more information about upcoming streams and that kind of thing. Schedule and so on. I'm trying to think. We came that way, I'm pretty sure, so... You know, honestly, to answer the question, too, that was posed here about GameStop, I did recently, like within the last month, I did record a new GameStop video. And then I kind of got sidetracked with, wow, these things are dropping bombs. I got sidetracked with other videos and other content for the channel. And I honestly have not gone back to look at that video, and I don't remember... everything about that video, so I gotta go back and look at it and see what was going on with it. These enemies suck, man. Like, Blaze Master, sure. Oh, that's cool. Alright, alright. I'm back in a little bit more here. At these wolf skeletons. Oh, like a lot of them. Holy shit, man. This camera, though, is really disappointing. Like, it's just... Part of it is it's a like, modern era camera, so it doesn't work the way you would want it to. There's a lot of these things to fight. Oh. Harsh. This isn't... this is still the aqueduct, I guess, but it just doesn't seem like an aqueduct. It seems like a castle. Might as well register this. I think this music's pretty good in this game, though. That's one thing, but again, Castlevania games don't really have bad music. My last stream, someone had was asking me questions about like, different Castlevania games and stuff, and what the worst one is and everything. Which obviously, I think I've said the one that I dislike the most is probably Castlevania 64. It's not the worst game that I've ever played or anything, but it's not great. The one that people always forget about is the fighting game Castlevania Judgment for the Wii. I didn't inherently hate that game. I actually got oddly a lot of fun out of Castlevania Judgment, but it's not a good game. It's very weird at times, but like it was a weird concept to put out a Castlevania fighting game. But I didn't hate it. I wouldn't... In terms of, like, worst Castlevania games, I definitely would put it in that category. We're back on the first floor? Okay. Just keep rolling there. Lords of Shadow 2, I didn't like. You know, the thing about Lords of Shadow 2 is like, I was bummed by the end of the game. I thought it was a very disappointing end to that story. But I was the promise of what that was going to be, and I thought it was a letdown. I wouldn't put it in the category of worst Castlevania games I've played. It's kind of like a middle of the road. Like, I was disappointed at the time, but I didn't think it was horrible. I kind of want to play it again. Like, I bought the PC version of that as well at some point, really, really cheap. And I kind of want to play it again there. Because that was a game I played. Because that game came out, what, like 2014, February-ish? On the 360. Because I think it was the last, like, first run 360 game I bought. Like, straight up at full price. Because, you know, the Xbox One was out. People were playing the Xbox One. I'm honestly surprised, especially this past week with Konami making Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD back compatible on the system. I'm really, really actually surprised that they haven't that they haven't done like Lords of Shadow or anything like that. It's really kind of surprising that they haven't made any of those back compatible. I mean, obviously, the one I'll keep banging the drum on is the Castlevania Harmony of Despair for the multiplayer game. Like, I'll bang the drum on that one until they do it, but having both Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and then the complete Metal Gear Solid HD collection, so 2, 3, and Peace Walker backwards compatible is really, really cool. And I saw Sony recently changed their PlayStation Now service to let you download the games, kind of Game Pass style, which I think is definitely a step in the right direction, because my biggest problem with PlayStation Now, and the reason why I didn't want to do it, was because I don't want to stream those games. Like, the latency would be terrible. And I know some people have used it, and I'm like, oh, latency's not that bad. But again, if your internet connection's having a bad day, do you want to play something like a fighting game on that? No. Anything precision-based would be trash. So, I'm glad they did that. It actually makes me consider the service. I would have to sit down and actually like look and see what's on it, and realistically go, is there anything here I would play? I think the biggest benefit that Game Pass has over PlayStation Now is the all first run party titles day and date. You know, and the thing about it is, like, Sony doesn't ever have to do that because so many people will buy their first run exclusive games immediately when they come out. You know, whereas Microsoft, I'm sure they saw like those numbers were dwindling. You know, games like State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves, I don't think would have been nearly as successful without Game Pass. You know, Sea of Thieves, the game that I played maybe 12 hours of and did a review of it and then have not returned to it since. I actually think I told my friends, like, at the 1 year mark, I want to return to Sea of Thieves and see how different it is, if at all. And then State of Decay 2, the reason I didn't do anything with that game was it had horrific motion blur, so bad that it literally made me sick to my stomach when I was playing it. And that was on the Xbox One X version of it, and then initially on the PC version you couldn't turn it off because I downloaded it there and was like, well, I'll try the PC version of it. And I know they have since fixed that, but I haven't gone back. But I have nothing but good things to say about Forza Horizon 4. That game is really great. It's a really, really great game. Oh shit. I didn't even realize he was over here. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest difference between something like Game Pass and something like PlayStation. I keep saying PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, and again, I don't think PlayStation Now is a bad service. I just thought that the whole online part of it was not great, and I think now they've actually done a really good job of making that more of a viable service for people by allowing you to download the games rather than just stream them. But again, the biggest downfall of that service now is, well, you know, Game Pass, I get these Xbox, and again, Xbox exclusives not coming out as often as PlayStation exclusives, but I mean, can you imagine PlayStation Now doing a similar $10 a month thing, but you could have played Spider-Man day and date? You could have played, what was the other big Sony, like God of War day and date? Like, can you imagine Detroit? Stuff like that. That would have been crazy. That would have been really crazy. I don't see Sony doing anything like that anytime soon because it would hurt. I think for Sony it would hurt their bottom line. Whereas Microsoft, I think it's done nothing but help them. I think them becoming more of a service in the last year or so, I think has done nothing but help their brand. And I think it's going to be very interesting, this whole cloud, Project X Cloud or whatever they're calling it. I think it's interesting. We'll see how it works out. I mean, if the ultimate goal at the end of the day is, hey, I can use my iPad, you know, and play a game on my iPad using an Xbox controller. Not that I would do that very often, but if that's the ultimate goal, I think that's pretty cool. I'm not against it. But I don't think we're there. I really don't think we're there yet. Part of the problem is the internet infrastructure in the United States is bad. I do also fully believe that the next consoles that are coming out... Why is this a different color? Like the next Xbox and the next PlayStation, I think there's going to be 2 versions of each system, and I think you're going to have... What the hell is going on here? I don't want to fast travel, I just want to save my game. Apparently this is a just fast travel room and not a save room. Good to know. But yeah, I think the next versions of these systems, I think there's going to be 2 versions for each. I think there's going to be your typical... oh, okay, I see. We're up to the boss already, so we might as well see what the boss is. I think there's going to be your, like, typical, you know, bigger version that has a disk drive and, you know, obviously, like, your standard Xbox. And then I think both consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, I think they'll both have a diskless version that's download and streaming only. Because I think that's, you know, like it or hate it, that's where I think the future of games is heading. Especially with Microsoft announcing, like, hey, we have this big streaming service. I think that's the future. Like it or hate it, I think that's here to stay. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the end. I mean, obviously for me, I would buy the disc version all day, every day. But I think it's nice to have the option there for some people that, you know, maybe want to just have a system. It's going to be really interesting. So... you know, the one thing that I really hope this time around is that the PlayStation and the Xbox don't come out a week apart from each other. What level am I? I'm just curious. 18? Wow. I'm fighting this guy at level 18 and I'm... Okay. Wow, this sure is a boss fight. Holy shit. He's doing some damn hardcore damage here. Come heal me up, man. What are you doing? Heal me up. Heal me up. Heal me up. Put him on auto, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna die. So I am not prepared for this boss fight at all. You know, then we're out here talking about a Switch 2.0 right now with the, you know, making a new version with a bigger screen and stuff. Are they? Is it going to happen? You know, are they really going to do that 2 years into the life cycle of that system? I think that's kind of crazy. It's possible, being that we live in a world now where there are iterative versions of consoles. So I think it's totally possible, but I think for Nintendo it's kind of crazy. Nintendo's never cared about being on the forefront of specs for systems and stuff. They've always, you know, been known as the quality, but not the high end. So if I could just keep cheesing this guy like that, that's good. I'm just gonna keep doing this until the game's like, stop. Ah, I missed a hit. That's unfortunate. Now, if there's a system that I really wish would die, not because it's a bad system, but I just want to get to a point where we can move on from it, it is the 3DS. Like, I love the 3DS. I think it was an awesome system, but its time's come, man. Like, it's over. Like, it had its moment, but it makes me angry every time now we get a Nintendo Direct. And Nintendo is wasting time on making more games for that system rather than... like, at this point, it's like, hey, man, everything should be over... Like, all 3DS development should be on the Switch now. Like, and when I see... Like, the biggest prime example I can give right now is the whole Luigi's Mansion for 3DS thing. Like, why is that not a Switch game? I know it'll be a Switch game next year because that's what they'll do. But like, why is that only on 3DS? Like, why wasn't that a Switch game out the gate? That just seems like such an incredible missed opportunity. Oh, he got me. Shit. Shit. He's actually not horrible. I'll say that. I want to see... Actually, I want to first see if the game loads me in the right spot, or if I'm going to get pissed about that. Let's see here. But I actually want to see if I can go back, buy some potions, and then come back again. So let's see. I know we already registered, so let's try item, usable, magic ticket goes to her shop. Cool. I need to buy shit from you. Okay. I need potions. I can only buy 3 right now? Sure. What can I sell you? Nah, that's a waste of my time. Eh. Sure. Have a good one. Now, let's use the memorial ticket. Let's see if I actually go back to the correct one. That's going to be the real question here. Did I actually go back to the correct save point? I actually did. In a shocking turn of events, I actually did. Alright, let's save again, and then... Let's save again, and then go fight this thing again. I'm actually thinking about busting out the other Innocent Devil, because this one's just not doing it. Not doing it for me. Oh, let's see here. Let's see if anything drops. Probably not, but it's always worth looking. Ooh, $1! Let's switch him out really quick. Whoops. Oh, you know what I should also see? I can make a new helmet? Oh, I need a leather helm. Armor. Which one's better? Oh, that's interesting. Soft leather armor, soft, and steel. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, let's equip... You know what? Now I want to save it again. Because I'm crazy like that. We'll try the boss one more time before we wrap up here tonight. And I do apologize again about the stream difficulties there earlier. Seems like they ironed themselves out, which is a good thing. I will double check settings and stuff before we do the next stream here. What if I just ran over this? Nah, you can't. That'd be too good, man. Yeah, I just realized as I look over here, you guys can't see it, but I just have this Dark Souls 2 statue from that collector's edition. It just sits here because I don't have room for it right now, where it was before. It just sits here. I've thought about bringing it to work and putting it at my desk, but I have a lot of stuff at my desk at work already as is. I've actually been thinking, I have a, oh shit. I have a Harley Quinn statue that I took to work, that is cool, and I really like it, but there's a cleaning lady at my work, and the cleaning lady she's nice and all, I don't have any problem with her as a person, but like, she has been known to knock people's shit over, including mine. Like, my shit's been knocked over, and I feel like I've been playing it loose with this Harley statue, and like everything else I have on my desk like can be knocked over and nothing's gonna break, it's whatever. But if that Harley statue fell over and got broken, I would be not happy. Whereas like this Dark Souls statue can fall over. It's pretty heavy duty, like no one's knocking that over easily. So I've thought about bringing, in fact I think I'm gonna do it. But I've thought about like bringing this other Harley statue home instead of having it there. But I kind of like having it there. And the other thing too about it, like it's hard to find a tasteful Harley Quinn in 2018. Like, you know, because of what the characters become and stuff. Like tasteful, like I can have this statue at work and it's not going to offend someone kind of a situation. So, and I happen to have a really cool Bruce Timm like classic Harley that's like appropriate for work statue, so did my innocent devil, did that dude die? Like the big guy died? I just realized that he's dead. Can I summon the other? Okay, cool. Because, yeah, he's dead. I don't know if he fell in the water or I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, he's dead. Oh, does that heal him? Is that what it is? Oh no, that was me getting healed. Oh, you piece. Look at him ride this thing, man. Yeah, no, and like at my work and stuff, people have their desk decked out. I'm obviously known as the Batman guy because my desk is just full of Batman shit. I've actually hung up some cool horror stuff at my desk too. Like I have a really cool Friday the 13th poster, and then I should have taken a picture of it or shared it on the channel. But when I went to the flea market, all night flea market thing that I go to once a year. They actually had a kick-ass Splatterhouse 2 poster, and I bought that and I hung that at work, and people are pretty into that. So, but it's dumb too. You guys, I think you guys have seen. Like, I had my new Friday the 13th shirt that I bought. Like my work's weird when it comes to like what's appropriate and what's not appropriate and stuff. But like, I bought a new Friday the 13th shirt, and it's based on the Friday the 13th Part 4 poster, with the mask sitting in the blood with the knife going through the eye socket. Can't wear that shirt to work, but I can have a poster with a knife with blood on it. Like, it's weird. Like, it's whatever, man. Like. Although, to be fair, I've always said if someone walks by and like, this is offensive, I'm going to have someone draw, like, flowers, and I'm going to put a post-it note over it so it looks like the person's holding flowers instead of a bloody knife. They actually do the all-night flea market twice a year in my area. They do one over the summer, and I've always done the summer one, and then they always do one in October for Halloween. I've never done that one, always because by that point it's usually too cold. And I always forget too. It's always like the weekend. I always remember like the weekend after, and I'm like, oh, we should totally go do that. And then I'm like, oh, it's over. So I should actually look into that this year and see. Might as well we'll use 2 potions and let's see if this thing will actually heal me. Come on, time to heal up. Come on. I need you to come back to land here. That's what I need. Oh, that's sure. I want to finish this boss fight. Come on, man. I got a pretty good take on that one. Shit. Shit. Yeah, we're running out of potions too right now. I just need this thing to come back to land here so I can take care of this. I think we're getting close. How did that hurt me? That's dumb. We're gonna do this game again where you run around this. Oh, then I run at him and be like, nope, nope, nope. Sure. Come on, man. I just want to finish this. I don't want to have to fight this guy 3rd time. Like, come on. Stop going in a circle. Let me hit you. Problem is I can't catch up to him when he does that. The only time I can really hit him is when he comes out on land here. Like this. Even then, I'm not, like, I'm too far from him. Ugh, this is maddening. Did I use all those potions? No, but I did now. Oh. Come on. Oh, here we go. And this thing is bad at like, maybe I have to hit the button or something, but this thing's bad at healing me. I've noticed that. Come on. I'm hitting the button to heal me, and it's just ignoring me. Oh, and then I hit him once, and he's like, I gotta go underwater and hide. Shit. I guess this is what the end of this boss fight has become. Is like, I just fight him running around in a circle or something. Ah, this is maddening. He's so close. He's so close to being dead, too. There we go. We got him. Shit. That sucked. Well, that's definitely a good area to break. So, let's see here. Let's get our new ability. Way to go on healing me and doing a good job there. It's a familiar thing. Like, good job. Way to go! Spirit of Fuji. Where does this go? Let's find out. This might be a mistake. Oh, it's one of these rooms. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, the crow. Oh, that's probably Lucy. Like, these names are so generic. Like, interesting. So how do I? Because obviously we need to glide across this bridge. So what do I jump in the air maybe and then? Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right, that's cool. I dig that. It's a little wonky, but I dig it. We'll go ahead and save here. But yeah, so Sunday, probably 7 o'clock, 7:30 at the latest, I will be doing a longer stream, finishing this game up. So I look forward to that. Again, I apologize for some of the technical difficulties we had here, but thank you for checking out the stream, and I hope to see you guys soon again on the channel. Make sure you check out the most recent video I put up here, which is the top 5 scary games. Also, I will be having another video up shortly for HorrorFest as HorrorFest continues on, but we will continue and hopefully finish Castlevania Curse of Darkness on Sunday. So look forward to that. And as always, check the Marble Gallery Twitter account and the Facebook page for more information. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you guys soon.